Number 10. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson stands as the biggest modern action star working today, and his jump from wrestling to movies happened faster than anyone expected. That towering physique, paired with magnetic personality, made him perfect for franchises like The Fast and the Furious and Jumanji, where his physical presence dominates every frame. Strength and athleticism come naturally to him, but what surprises audiences is his comedic timing, which lets him handle both brutal fight sequences and lighter moments without missing a beat. The large and powerful build gets attention, but his relatability keeps fans coming back. Johnson built a public image around resilience and work ethic that resonates with millions of people who see him as more than just another action figure. His social media platforms showcase an intense dedication to fitness, and that visibility motivates fans worldwide to push past their own limits, turning him into one of the most influential stars of this generation. Controversy has followed him at times, but Johnson became the leading action hero of Hollywood's current era anyway. Jaw-dropping stunts in Fast and Furious, or motivational speeches delivered between takes, his presence in any movie guarantees ticket sales and audience excitement. The surprising part is how much he earns. Dwayne Johnson typically commands a base salary between $20 and $50 million per film, but his total earnings climb even higher through back-end deals that give him a cut of box office profits and separate fees for producing through his company $7 Productions. Number 9. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford's name connects directly to some of the most iconic action roles cinema has ever produced. As Indiana Jones, he embodied the swashbuckling adventurer who battled Nazis and survived near-death escapes in Raiders of the Lost Ark and its sequels, but his portrayal of Han Solo in Star Wars truly locked in his status as an action legend. Ford's everyman approach to heroism, built on being resourceful and flawed and deeply human, redefined what the action genre could be and turned him into one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. Balancing vulnerability with raw rugged strength is what truly separates Ford from his peers. Whether he's cracking a whip as Indy or narrowly escaping blaster fire as Solo, his characters resonate because of those grounded and relatable performances that never feel manufactured. The talent lies in making these heroes appear both brave and deeply flawed at the same time, giving them depth that stretches beyond just their action sequences. 6 decades of career highlights have given Ford memorable moments that transcend simple shoot-'em-ups and chase scenes. Real-life experience as a pilot adds authenticity to roles, like the one in Air Force One, and his willingness to perform many of his own stunts made him a true action star in every sense. When a hydraulic door malfunctioned on the set of Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Ford broke his leg but returned to finish the film anyway, proving his dedication runs deeper than contracts or paychecks. Number 8. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan revolutionized action cinema by blending martial arts with acrobatics and slapstick comedy in ways nobody had seen before. Fearless stunts and a willingness to put himself in constant danger made him an international icon, and films like Police Story and Drunken Master showcase not only unmatched physical ability but also perfect timing that injects humor into the most intense fight scenes. Chan isn't just an action star performing choreography someone else designed. He's an artist who creates his own stunts, building scenes that are as spectacular as they are entertaining. Chan's style stands apart because he commits to performing all his stunts without CGI or stunt doubles backing him up. Focusing on authenticity makes audiences believe in the danger even though they know he's pushing past what most people consider physically possible. Results speak for themselves. Whether it's hanging from a clock tower in Project A or sliding down a pole covered in lights in Police Story, and that dedication to perfection left an indelible mark on the genre. The cost has been brutal. Chan sustained more injuries than most action stars combined, including a skull fracture and countless broken bones that would have ended other careers. Beyond his incredible action skills, Chan built a multifaceted career as a talented singer and philanthropist, releasing over 20 albums that surprised Western audiences who only knew him from fight scenes. His impact spans both East and West, making him a beloved figure whose influence on action cinema remains undeniable. Number 7. Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood isn't just an action star. Calling him an institution undersells what he became. Best known for playing the stoic and gritty Man with No Name in the Dollars trilogy, Eastwood redefined the Western genre and became the face of the anti-hero, but his portrayal of the grizzled cop Dirty Harry Callahan in Dirty Harry solidified his place in action history forever. That no-nonsense style, marked by his deep voice and piercing stare, made him the epitome of cool, and his characters stayed tough, while often bordering on morally ambiguous, yet always remaining compelling to watch. Combining toughness with vulnerability is what makes Eastwood so influential in shaping the action genre's evolution. In The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Unforgiven, he plays characters who are not simply ruthless killers, but flawed men, grappling with their past and present in ways that feel uncomfortably real. Eastwood's action films contain themes of redemption and aging and the costs of violence, complex topics that rarely appeared in typical action movies at the time. This depth made him a favorite, not just for fans seeking explosions, but also for critics who appreciated his nuanced performances that elevated the material. Beyond acting, his career as a director and producer allowed him to shape the genre in even more profound ways that continue influencing filmmakers today. Eastwood's first major role in Rawhide had him performing his own stunts right from the start, setting the tone for later action roles that defined his career. The gritty and often methodical approach to filmmaking set the standard for action stars who evolve into auteurs. Number 6. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is often hailed as one of the most humble and dedicated action stars working in Hollywood today. His breakout role in The Matrix marked a turning point not just in his career but also revolutionized action cinema with groundbreaking bullet time special effects that changed what audiences expected. Playing the philosophical hero Neo set him apart initially, but his commitment to performing complex and high-risk stunts with complete authenticity defined his legacy. Reeves trained intensely in martial arts and firearms and other combat techniques for his roles in John Wick, where he cemented his reputation as a tactical action star who takes preparation seriously. Reeves stands out because of his disciplined and almost ascetic approach to action that differs from flashier contemporaries. Unlike many peers, Reeves doesn't rely on an imposing physical presence to carry scenes. Instead, he uses precision and technical skill and calm focus to perform jaw-dropping fight sequences that look effortless. This tactical approach to action combined with deep commitment to realism, especially in the John Wick series where he performed most of his own stunts, earned him respect from both fans and professionals who recognize the difference. Learning advanced techniques like gun-fu and high-intensity driving raised the bar for what modern action stars need to deliver. Despite his tough guy roles, Reeves is renowned off-screen for his kindness in ways that surprised Hollywood insiders. He gave away large portions of his salary to crew members on The Matrix and John Wick films, earning him a reputation as one of the most generous stars in the industry. Number 5. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis became the quintessential action star of the 1980s and 90s after his career skyrocketed with his portrayal of wisecracking cop John McClane in Die Hard. What made McClane different was his vulnerability. He wasn't a larger-than-life hero, but just an ordinary guy trying to survive extraordinary circumstances while bleeding and getting bruised and cracking jokes under pressure. Willis brought something fresh to the action genre that changed everything. A relatable and flawed hero who felt human, and this shift away from invincible muscle-bound protagonists made him a game-changer in Hollywood. Willis's blend of tough guy persona and dry wit worked perfectly in Die Hard and its sequels, but those films weren't the only place where he shone brightly. Depth and complexity came through in characters he played in films like Pulp Fiction and The Fifth Element, where he balanced intense action with humor and humanity that gave his films an added dimension. This approach elevated them from mere popcorn flicks to action classics that people still study and reference today. Willis often did his own stunts in the Die Hard series, and in some cases, he pushed for more dangerous sequences that made insurance companies nervous. In Die Hard with a Vengeance, he ran through New York City, performing chase sequences that involved dodging real traffic without protection or safety nets. Beyond action roles, Willis is also a talented musician who released albums of blues music that showcased his versatility in ways audiences didn't expect. Number 4. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee isn't just an action star. He's the cornerstone of modern martial arts cinema who transformed everything that came after him. With his groundbreaking approach to physicality, Lee changed the genre by blending philosophy with speed and efficiency into fight choreography that looked like nothing audiences had seen before. Films like Enter the Dragon and The Way of the Dragon set new standards for what action could achieve, and his unique blend of martial arts skills and charisma made him a global sensation whose impact on the industry still echoes today. What made Bruce Lee revolutionary wasn't just his unparalleled martial arts abilities, but his philosophy of Jeet Kune Do, which emphasized adaptability and efficiency over rigid traditional forms that limited movement. His martial arts style transcended the boundaries of genre and culture, making him not only a film icon but also a symbol of empowerment, particularly for Asian actors in Hollywood who'd been sidelined for decades. Lee's commitment to fitness and his intense training regimen became legendary, and that relentless drive enabled him to perform jaw-dropping stunts with precision and power that seemed almost superhuman. Lee's influence on modern action stars is immeasurable, and his legacy can be seen in countless actors from Jackie Chan to Keanu Reeves who studied his techniques. What's often overlooked is his cultural impact beyond just martial arts movies. Lee fought for authenticity in film by insisting that his roles not be reduced to stereotypes, which changed how Hollywood viewed Asian actors forever. Before becoming a martial arts icon, Bruce Lee was actually the 1958 Cha-Cha champion of Hong Kong. He realized that the balance and rhythm required for the dance floor were perfect for the dojo, and his iconic Dragon Fist was a blend of his own philosophy and his love for dance. Number 3. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise embodies the modern action star by constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible on screen without apology. A career spanning decades made Cruise synonymous with high-octane stunts, starting with his iconic role as Pete Maverick Mitchell in Top Gun, but his work in the Mission Impossible franchise is where he truly solidified his place as a true stuntman, willing to risk everything. Cruise famously performs many of his own death-defying stunts, from hanging off the side of a plane in Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, to scaling the Burj Khalifa in Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and even holding his breath for over 6 minutes in underwater scenes that left the crew wondering if he'd surface. What separates Cruise from many peers is his dedication to realism that borders on obsession. Unlike stars who rely on CGI to fake danger, Cruise commits to making the stunts as real and dangerous as possible, often working with specialized trainers to learn complex skills, whether it's high-altitude jumps or helicopter piloting or extreme combat techniques that take months to master. His drive for authenticity doesn't just boost the realism of his films, it adds an element of genuine tension that audiences can feel in their gut. Cruise's willingness to take risks extends beyond his films into his personal finances. He's personally financed many of his own projects and stunt training when studios balked at the expense. Passion for filmmaking, mixed with unmatched physical endurance, has kept him at the top of the action genre for years, when others his age have retired. Number 2. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone stands as the ultimate symbol of resilience and determination in action cinema history. Known for roles as Rocky Balboa and John Rambo, Stallone crafted two of the most enduring and iconic action heroes film has ever produced, and his portrayal of Rocky as the underdog boxer who refuses to give up became a cultural touchstone. The Rocky series transcended the sports film genre by exploring themes of perseverance and struggle and triumph that resonated with anyone who has ever had to fight for something in their life. Stallone's influence stretches beyond just acting into writing and directing, where he shaped narratives that changed expectations. His ability to craft the everyman hero, who is tough yet deeply vulnerable, revolutionized action movies in ways that still influence scripts today. His films didn't just feature muscle-bound characters who defeated villains. They explored the emotional toll of victories and losses, making audiences invest in the character's journey rather than just watching explosions. What separates Stallone from others is his longevity in an industry that discards aging stars without hesitation. Despite the passing of decades, Stallone continued redefining the action hero with films like The Expendables series and Creed, proving that even in his 60s he could still carry a blockbuster. When filming Rocky IV, Stallone nearly died after a punch from Dolph Lundgren during fight scenes sent him to the hospital with dangerously high blood pressure and swelling around his heart, but Stallone pushed through, like the fighter he portrayed on screen. Before we unveil our #1 action star of all time, several other actors deserve recognition for earning their place in the Action Hero Hall of Fame. These stars may not have made it to the top of the list, but they left a massive mark on the genre that can't be ignored. Jason Statham's background in martial arts and Olympic diving made him a true physical powerhouse, and his gritty, no-nonsense action roles from The Transporter to The Expendables earned him a devoted fanbase through his practical approach to stunts. Will Smith brings both charisma and intensity to action roles, spanning from Bad Boys to Men in Black. And his blend of comedy and action made him a unique figure in Hollywood who crosses demographic boundaries. Mel Gibson's career-spanning action classics like Lethal Weapon and Mad Max gave audiences rugged charm and emotional depth that made him a memorable action hero for decades. Wesley Snipes brought intensity and martial arts skill to his iconic role as Blade, influencing an entire generation of action stars who studied his fight choreography and screen presence. Jean-Claude Van Damme, the Muscles from Brussels, became a martial arts sensation in films like Bloodsport and Time Cop. His athleticism and intense fight choreography made him a standout action star during the 80s and 90s. Vin Diesel, best known for the Fast and the Furious franchise, brought a tough, family-focused energy to his action roles that made him a cornerstone of modern action cinema. Sigourney Weaver pioneered the path for women in action films through her portrayal of Ellen Ripley in Alien. Her role in Aliens redefined the genre while earning her a permanent place in the action star pantheon. Number 1. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the undisputed king of action cinema, and no other star comes close to his dominance. From his breakthrough role in Conan the Barbarian to his unforgettable portrayal of the Terminator, Arnold's career became the stuff of legend through an imposing physique and deep voice and relentless drive that turned him into an international icon. Schwarzenegger redefined the action hero by making it about more than just physical strength. It became about an undeniable screen presence that commanded attention the moment he appeared on screen. What made Arnold stand out was his combination of charisma and muscle working together in perfect harmony. He became the first action star to truly merge bodybuilding with blockbuster filmmaking, creating the muscle hero archetype that dominated the 80s and 90s and influenced every action star who came after. Talent wasn't limited to physicality alone, though. Schwarzenegger's ability to deliver iconic one-liners from "I'll be back" in The Terminator to "Hasta la vista, baby" solidified his status as a pop culture phenomenon that transcended film. If you loved ranking these action legends with me, the video on your screen is going to hit even harder. Click it now and keep watching.